Welcome back to another deep dive into the latest storm stirring up Hollywood conversation. Today, we're looking at a controversy no one saw coming, centered around vintage screen legend Carolyn Jones. Decades after captivating the world, especially through her iconic portrayal of Morticia Addams, Carolyn is suddenly back in the spotlight after a series of resurfaced bikini photos began circulating online. And these images have sparked a wave of debate about timeless beauty, confidence, and society's ever-changing standards. The photos, taken at the height of her career in the 1950s and 60s, show Carolyn with the same mysterious allure and sophistication that defined her on-screen roles. Even in simple black and white frames, she radiates ease, elegance, and a bold sense of self. Fans have been praising the images as beautifully artistic and far ahead of their era, pointing to the quiet courage it took for a woman back then to embrace her femininity so openly. For many, the photos serve as powerful reminders that self-assurance isn't a modern invention. Carolyn was living it long before today's body positivity movement existed. But with admiration also came criticism. Some voices on social media claimed the photos were too daring, even by today's standards, and questioned whether they should have resurfaced at all. This clash of opinions quickly turned the conversation into something much bigger than a set of pictures. It became a reflection of how society still struggles with ideas of modesty, expression, and the freedom women have, or don't have, to show themselves authentically. Supporters argue that these photos should be viewed as they were intended: graceful, confident, and genuinely empowering. Carolyn wasn't trying to shock anyone. She was expressing herself at a time when Hollywood often demanded that women play it safe. Her poses, her style, her presence, they reveal a woman unafraid to stand apart, quietly challenging the unspoken rules of her era. And that defiance, intentional or not, helped shift the boundaries for future generations of actresses. What's striking is how these images, decades later, still spark such intense reactions. They remind us that beauty has no timestamp and confidence doesn't age. Carolyn Jones didn't wait for permission to own her power, she simply embodied it. Her legacy extends far beyond her roles. It lives in moments like these, where she refused to shrink herself to fit expectations. In the end, the uproar over Carolyn Jones's bikini photos says as much about today's society as it does about the past. Too bold even for adults may sound like a sensational headline, but underneath it lies a deeper truth about how we view women who choose to embrace their identity without apology. Carolyn Jones remains a symbol of elegance, bravery, and authenticity, proof that real beauty isn't about meeting standards, but about carrying yourself with confidence that never dims.